What's up YouTube, it's Orth. Now today I've got a new video for you guys. This is a guide, this is a video I should have made a long time ago because this is one of my favorite Hydra teams to run. It is Tuhanarak and it is with a triple DPS team that's going to be bringing 3 enemy max HP champions. So it kills the Hydra on Nightmare the fastest I've seen. Now I've seen this team complete Hydra 36.6 million in around about 8.5 minutes. I've done it in 9 minutes. So this is some really insane times on auto. This team completely plays out. It is one of the incredible teams that I enjoy running. One of the teams I run every single rotation as a second to my Skull Lord team. Now this team, with it bringing so much DPS, it has to fulfill all of the support it needs in 3 champions. And those 3 champions, one of those champions is going to be Duchess. We all know how great she is. She's going to be incredible. She's going to be bringing the revive and the block buffs. The second one is going to be Ugo, who gives an AoE block buffs and a heal. So another amazing support champion. But the main one, the one that brings everything together, is Tuhanarak, the queen of Hydra. She is incredible in Hydra, one of the best champions, I'd say top 2 alongside Chris. This champion's kit is tailor-made to be a top tier Hydra champion. Now, I'm not one to read out the kit in my guides or in my videos, but what I will do is I'll go through the abilities of this champion and you will see how many heads she counters with her abilities. Now, her passive cleanses the fears that you pick up from Torment, they're gone. Increased defense, increased speed. Increased speed is great in general to make sure you're doing enough abilities, cycling through, great. Increased defense, you take less damage from Hydras, particularly the hard-hitting ones, Torment and Wrath. Then we have decreased attack and block buffs. Now all the buffs that Hydra does, I don't have to even read through them. There's ally protection, there's reflect damage, there's increased attack, there's poison cloud that we hate, and there is mischief who's stealing our buffs too. So block buffs and decreased attack, again, fantastic coverage from all of those buffs that the Hydra wants to do. And then we have decreased speed, so where we're going to be landing and targeting a single head and landing decreased speed on them, also giving us a little bit of healing to top us up at the same time. So the A2 counters Poison Cloud, which is Blight, Wrath, which is the red head, Suffering, who's also countered with his reflect damage and his ally protection. So a lot of what Hydra wants to do is covered by this, and the increased defense and increased speed. Fantastic champion. Now the build for this champion does has to be with accuracy and speed, so she is very gear intensive, just as the best champions for Hydra are. But I'll show you, because the utility of her kit, what you could do in when it comes to team building. Because she's bringing block buffs, she's bringing decreased attack, she's bringing increased speed and increased defense, fantastic debuffs and buffs that we're looking for. Then we can complete the team around her as we like. Now this is the team I'm going to be running. I'm running a full resistance Duchess and with decent amount of speed, around about 200 speed. Then we have Tuhanarak. She's in resistance and accuracy and speed. We have Ugo, who will be in relentless. We then have Royal Guard in savage, and then Royal Guard in relentless, and then we have Husk. Now 2 of my Royal Guards will be running with accuracy because I want them to land the decreased speed on the Hydra heads, because we only bring single target decreased speed and the random chance to land decreased speed from Royal Guards. Therefore, they are a little bit squishy. We will be relying on the Duchess revive, which is a 4-turn AoE revive with 70% HP, which is incredible. Then we have Husk at the end. He doesn't have any accuracy. This is not a provoke team. We will not be provoking Decay. We will let him do his abilities and we will try to DPS him down through our massive amount of enemy max HPs that we'll be getting out from our champions. So before we jump into the run, I'll show you the presets I have on this team. Presets are pretty important on this team. I'd say with Duchess, you want to run the revive first. You want to have Shroud of Souls next, to make sure you get your champions back up as soon as they go down, and then you want your block buffs to be up too. We have on this setup, I'll show you, you want to start with A1, and then you want to have the decreased attack and block buffs, and then you want increase speed and increase defense. Because of the way this Hydra rotation is, you want to land decreased speed first, and then you want to have Ugo land his AoE block buffs, but that's something I'll show you once we get into the fight. Ugo, we want to have priority on Maelstrom Rack, so we can land decreased defense and block buffs. And we have Ugo's heal. We don't want to put this on priority because Ugo's AI is smart. Like I mentioned in earlier videos, you don't force him to do the A2, you just let him do it naturally. You have takedown and you have hamstring. Now for me, I have hamstring available because I have enough accuracy to land it. If you don't have enough accuracy, I wouldn't recommend putting this on. You can just turn this off and rely on takedown just to have the Cycle of Magic proc on this over and over again. Same thing with my second Royal Guard. I have him in decreased speed, A2 opener, because if Tuhanarak doesn't allow the A1 decreased speed, then we have Husk, turn off the A3 and just have him do his enemy max HP hit. So I'll quickly go through the start of this fight. Now with this rotation, we want to land the A1 from our Tuhanarak onto Decay, so we land the decreased speed. If we don't land block buffs on Suffering, it's not too much an issue. Once we land decreased speed, we want to tell our Royal Guards to do enemy max HPs. Once the Decay cleanses, the Cloud's going to happen, then the cleanse is going to happen. We have Tuhanarak block buffs. We've got the leech there unfortunately because the leech landed from Ugo, but that's completely fine. From here on out it'll be completely auto. What I would recommend, or what I would suggest, is clicking on Decay so you can bring his HP down the fastest and kill him the quickest, because he is a problem. We don't have a Prorogue champion, remember. We are allowing Decay to do his abilities, therefore we want to kill him as soon as possible. But if he does cleanse, we'll have block buffs, we'll have decreased defense from our Ugo coming out, and we want to be able to do as much damage to take him out the fight. Apart from him, I don't really believe there is a head that's too much of a problem. Mischief can give this team a problem because there's not a real target for Mischief, not a dedicated slot for that. What we are relying on is Tuhanarak's A1 and Duchess's A1. One gives shield, one gives continuous heal, so they both are in resistance, so we can resist the strip from Mischief. Apart from that, we are letting it go on auto, but we want to kill Decay the first. You can click on Mischief, but it's not very consistent, but it is the best option you can do. I'll let this run for you guys. You guys enjoy the run, and we'll come in at the end and see how it went. And here it is, here we have it, 9-minute team. We got it done in 9 minutes. Like I said, it is one of the fastest teams that you can run in Hydra. The triple DPS does incredible amount of damage. It's so fast. It's nice to have a team that you don't sit behind for 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes sometimes. And it's not manualing the whole fight. All you have to do is really select Decay head. Really, you want to select Decay head and any head that devours your champion, so you can land the Wallmaster procs on them. So normally it does come in around about 9.5 minutes. depends on the gear level. If your gear is even better than this, you can go much faster. But as I said, it's an incredible competent team. You can run. We do have champions that die sometimes and they get brought back by Duchess. Like every team in Hydra, there are some situations, there are loose scenarios. You can have a really bad run of RNG where you get cleansed into Poison Cloud, into the small shield, into suffering, eating your champion, and there's not much you can do in that situation. But this team does avoid all of those situations quite well, as long as you click on the head. That is going to be the highest priority for you to kill. Generally it's Decay, then it's Mischief, then it's any head that's devoured your champion. That's basically how you want to do it. Now I'm going to let this team run to the end and then show you the gears at the end. So this is it. This is the key. It looks like the queen's out there still. Tuhanarak's doing her thing. She is going to be the last one standing. That's only natural. We have 61 million on this key. Fantastic key. A lot of damage, like you can see. The triple DPS, all of them around about that 19 million mark. 2 Royal Guards, one at 19, one at 18, and Husk at 19 million too. We have Ugo with a lot of healing, some damage there too. Ugo has War Master, Tuhanarak has War Master, and Duchess has Arena Masteries. She's not built for this. I'm going to go ahead and save this key because it is a 1 key. Normally I would stop this key at 8-minute, 9-minute mark. As soon as I hit the 36.6, I'm out. I'm not trying to do any more Hydra, but for the video to show you guys what this team is capable of, I let it run through in 15 minutes, just under 16 minutes. It did 61 million damage. If you build out the team like I have, which I'll show you now, you guys can get the same results. So let me just go ahead and show you the gear that these champions were wearing. Again, it is Nightmare Hydra, so it is very good gear on these champions. I'll show you. We have a Tuhanarak. Her stats: 70k HP, 3k defense, 264 speed. I wouldn't go too far above 250 speed. 250 is a sweet mark. 264 is fine. You don't want to go towards the 280s, 290s too much because of the rotation. We have resistance. We want it 500, 490 is okay. Accuracy we want 390, 400 even, but 375 you can work with masteries in there also. I'll show you the masteries quickly. I won't talk through them, but these are the masteries that she's wearing. Then we have Duchess. She's in stone skin. She's in complete stone skin. You can see her speed is completely arena. I have not changed her. 80k HP, 4200 defense, 776 resistance. You only need 500 resistance. Speed, I would say if you can get her higher to 250 is good, but my Duchess was reviving and she was bringing people back. If your team dies a little bit more than mine does, or if you're seeing that your team is dead for long periods of time, you can increase the speed of your Duchess and she will just cycle through her revive quicker so she can bring your champions back up. Quickly show you the masteries if you're interested. These are the masteries I've taken on her. They're for arena, they're not designed for Hydra. I only have one Duchess, so I don't have the liberty to build a particular Duchess. I have a Relentless Royal Guard with a 2-piece broken. He has all 3 refresh on him, 36k HP, 1700 defense. Not a tanky Royal Guard by any means. He is quite squishy, I would say. If you can get some survivability in your Royal Guard, you can do so. If you want to sacrifice the accuracy, be a little bit careful because he is one of the decreased speeds, one of the 3 decreased speed champions that you have. So it's not AoE, whereas 1 AoE decreased speed is good enough. These guys are a little bit random, so I like to have accuracy on all of them. 231 speed, 100% crit rate, 262 crit damage, 330 accuracy. You want it closer to 350, 375, but that's the best I could do at the time. These are the masteries. He has War Master, he has some accuracy masteries in there, and Cycle of Magic. We have Husk in Savage, crit damage, not relentless, no accuracy, we just want him for damage, 287 crit damage, 248 speed. Husk is really nice because you can build him with enough survivability quite easily. 52k HP, 2500 defense, pretty safe, I'd say. Then we have Ugo. Ugo 73k HP, 2.7k defense, 274 speed, 368 accuracy. If I could do this build again, I would probably push the HP up slightly more because his heal does scale off his cleanse and his HP pool. The speed I was built around about 250, 270 is nice because the decreased defense 3-turn cooldown being an AoE and him having War Master is good, but 250 speed is all you need. Remember, we also have Duchess Aura. Accuracy I would probably push up slightly more towards a 390, 380. Because Suffering's in the starting rotation, I would push up the accuracy slightly more towards 380, but it gets the job done for me. And then we have the last Royal Guard who's in Savage. One's in Relentless, one's in Savage, both have accuracy. This Royal Guard has 45k HP, he has 1800 defense, 226 speed, slightly slower than I would like. I would like them to be above 230, 235. 246 crit damage and 356 accuracy to land the debuffs for me. Quickly show you the masteries of these champions at the end. That is the team. That is the triple DPS team for Hydra. It is one of the fastest teams that you can complete Hydra with. I'm not saying this is a world record by any means, but 8 minutes, 9 minutes is pretty nice and pretty fast. Let me know what you guys think of the team. Leave a comment down below if you're going to try out a triple DPS or you want to play it slightly more safe and go with 2 DPSs and have 4 supports. And I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Peace.